We are the Millie Goats, episode 189, December
Ooh,
4th.
we're
National,
closing in on 200.
dude, I know. Wait till we get to 300. We'll have to have BMO in here
Yeah.
because he loved that movie.
Teach everybody the lean attack.
300. Can't tell me how many times we watched 300 in college on the projector. Oh my gosh, dude. That's what we have to do on episode 300 is get him in here.
Yeah.
If you you can't see it if you're listening to the podcast. Also, we have a Spotify Wrapped for our show.
We do.
We do. Shout out to, I guess I should share it with everybody so that they can watch. It's Happy National Sock Day. Sock Day. All coincidentally with Stocking Day, right? Should be
Ooh,
close. Whatever.
stocking.
So on
You
average,
are you
go ahead.
still a mid-high calf guy? Sock
Yep,
guy?
that's what I wear. I'm wearing them right now.
I
What?
transitioned.
What, to the mid high?
No, to the no shows.
Oh, you went down.
Yeah, I went down.
Dude, why?
Well, because I wear a lot of joggers. And the joggers with seeing the socks looks weird.
Mm,
So
yeah,
I have to show the ankles off because I have good ankles.
that's a goofy. Well, that's true. Well, the joggers are made to show your ankles. If you have skinny ankles, joggers are for you.
Yeah, that's
No
me.
question.
You know what they say
What?
if you see a person with good looking ankles?
What?
That's an athlete.
Mm, I don't know. Skinny ankles good for athletes or no?
Yeah, they can
I don't know
roll
about
easier.
that. I don't know about that. Hold on. Let me crack this thing. Mm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Not a sponsor, but potentially a sponsor. Maybe.
Oh.
Okay. The most professional and
Oh.
on-time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet is here to stream chat. Yes. B. McCormick is here. Yes. We love B. McCormick.
Facts.
He actually has a bet for every game too. So I'm gonna tell him to send him to me in the Twitter thing, and then I will repost his picks. And then we will either shower him with compliments or we will
Roast
oh
him.
no. What is this?
What?
Where did this come from? Did you see this? I guess he got in here before the show started.
It's over.
Fun football podcast, 49ers, man. It's not over, dude. First of all,
It's over.
that's go follow the Fun Football Podcast. Big Packers fan. He's awesome. He's on YouTube, Twitter, podcasts, all that stuff. He has great guests. They go twice a week. He's phenomenal. Huge Packers fan. He's you and him are having a great time laughing at me when in reality the 49ers are having the worst season probably of all time off the field because there's some stuff that's gone on that you're just like, that really makes me want to cry for those
Hey,
guys.
teams crumble
So,
from within.
yeah, I don't really want to talk about have you seen what's happened to some of the dudes?
I mean, I just know that everybody's going on injured reserve now.
No. This is beyond a beyond football thing.
Oh, no, I haven't seen any of that.
There's kids involved here.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's bad. I just look it up and you'll see like this is bad. It's weird, dude. I've never seen anything like it. It's crazy. So the run is over. Look at him. No, dude, it's fine. That's he picked up Garino, but Isaac, man, it's fine, dude. That's what happens. It's football, man. It's football. I had a good
Hey,
run. They'll be back though. So
might be 17 years, but they'll be back.
it's all right. Hey, we had a good run. I'm
Hey,
not mad at it.
at least, see, this is what I've recently started, saying, watching the Bills the last 5 years. Is I'm at like the age that my dad was at when the Bills were going to the Super Bowl. So it's kind of like, oh my God, like thinking about like how my dad was at that time, but also thinking like
That's
these are the
crazy,
best
dude.
years. These are the best years, and I'm getting to remember it, and I know what's happening, and I'm aware that you know I'm getting to watch one of the best Bills teams ever play, and I'm trying to soak it in. It's like I told you the other night,
You
I'm like,
have to.
this team is fun to watch.
You won't say this quarterback or these players. You say this team because you're afraid.
Yeah,
You're afraid of something. I don't know what you're afraid of.
it's hey, everybody eats. I'm about the team.
You're afraid of something, dude. I don't know what. There's breaking news. Christian McCaffrey just posted something.
Uh-oh.
I'm not entirely sure what it is. Can I share this? Because I have no idea what it is.
Is it not suitable for work?
I don't know. I didn't even vet it. Let me hold on. No, not this.
Let's
Here.
see. Are we breaking? What are we breaking? Well, we're not breaking anything because somebody else already broke it, right?
Something. It was actually Christian McCaffrey. Okay. Wow, that's really small.
Probably. I'm
Doesn't
done for
matter.
the
You can
year.
see it. What Christian McCaffrey quote, dude? This is what
Is he retiring?
First of all, charge your phone, McCaffrey. First of all, come on, and you want a boost?
And he's got DoorDash up there.
It's his sponsor. His book. Football is the greatest game on the planet to me. I love that you can find out exactly who you are without ever saying a word, unless you're in the SEC and you're in the college football playoff, and then you get screwed. It doesn't say that. I added that.
I
It
was
lifts
like,
you up.
wait, where are you at? I lost that part of it. I'm over here squinting.
Dude, there's got to be a better way where I can zoom in on this. Hold on. Let me see if there. Wait, is that better?
Yeah, go down.
Okay.
There we
We
go.
don't need to see. We don't need to see brought to you by DoorDash. It lifts you up and breaks you down. It can happen fast. It's humbling in the best ways. You can do everything right and still fail. That's life. That's football. It's a constant test of wills, and those who just keep going tend to reap the benefits of the perseverance. This wasn't my year, and sometimes when it rains, it pours. Shout out Luke Combs. You can feel sorry for yourself and listen to the birds, or you can hold the line. I'm grateful for the support of everyone in my corner. I promise I'll work smarter and harder than ever to come back better from this. Love my teammates. Love the Niners. Okay,
He didn't break anything.
that was not breaking news. I just saw that he posted something.
We
So
just
whoops.
wasted 5 minutes of our show.
That was a waste of time. Shout out.
You
No,
wonder why we
DoorDash is
go
not
over an hour and a half.
Now I got to reset everything back up. Hold on. That was not any.
Said he loves the yellow sleeves. Did your wife get you that?
Oh wait, what happened?
BMO said he loves the yellow sleeves. He asked if your wife bought you that shirt.
That's right. The honey, if you're listening, just know people love the yellow sleeves. I can't find my red and black hoodie. Anyways, wait, that's not what I wanted to do.
What is this?
I don't, dude. I got this blew my mind. If you're a math guy, oh my gosh, dude. He said you want to hop on for a CFP. Oh, well, maybe. Hey, bowl pick'ems. That's where we go. He said the Bills rock. Bills rock. He's a big. So everybody's jumping on the Bills. He said I could have read that at 20. Sorry for the CMC stuff. I didn't know. More like C. We need SEEMSEE.
More like he needed that font to be bigger than 20.
More like did Zoolander design that? Because that's a pose for ants. It's got to be at least 6 times bigger than that. Okay. What was I even saying? Sock day. On average, a family of 4 members will lose 60 socks annually. That is approximately a loss of $300. That's sad.
Let me ask you this. Are you a mismatched sock wearer or they have to match?
No,
like
they got to match. They got to be right side out.
Yeah, like you can't have like 2 R's. You know, you got to have an
Yep.
R and an L. That's how I am too, but maybe I don't know. Maybe my wife's a psychopath. She wears mismatched
I don't know
socks.
how you can't.
My daughter wears mismatched socks. I'm just like, I can't do it.
I can't. It's annoying. The other thing is the fact that I have to have them inside out. They have to be completely matching. Like I don't know how people fold and put clothes away and just don't put their socks together. I don't get it.
Yeah, and they don't wash their socks together either. Like
that's psych. How do you?
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
I don't either.
This is also sad too because we're watching. I love hockey. Don't get me wrong, but it's not hockey season yet. But there's hockey on in college basketball when there should be football on, and this is just sad. It's just getting there. That's what's happening. Football is going away. How do we just grab on? How do we hang on to it forever?
See, here's another thing: is you picked your hockey team based off of when they won the Stanley Cup, and your age. You're like, oh, I'm gonna pick this team because they won.
Why do you do that every
time? A person that's been in the trenches like me, who has been a Sabres fan, it is hockey season because your team can be out of it before Christmas. They could not. You could know they could not make the playoffs before Christmas the way the Sabres have played sometimes. So this is hockey season.
Well, that's okay. That's a good point. The Rangers are they're kind of fumbling right now. So, but we'll look. I can't go to that yet because my heart got broken then too. My heart's just been broken for the past like 6 years, so it doesn't matter.
Wow, dude.
What?
You got a wonderful family, 2 great kids,
Oh,
and your heart's been broken
dude,
for
come
6
on,
years.
dude. Come
Can't
on.
wait to tell your wife.
Well, that's why they lift me up. They lift me up.
Your heart got broken 6 years ago when I got married.
What does that mean? Oh,
That's when we went apart. Our
oh,
dream.
that's true. That's true. Life comes at you fast, man. Look, I got a new you can't see it, but I got the new banner up trying to rally the boys. Trying to rally the boys.
You're hiding it. I see
Well,
what you did
where
though,
else am I
'cause
going to put that giant flag?
you
I guess I can hang
put
them.
App State up top and San Fran below you, behind you, but in the foreground you got San Fran up top and App State below because that's what you're wearing.
Hey, I'm like yin and yang, buddy.
Yeah.
So at least I'm repping. I mean, I'm repping. Some people don't even rep. Okay. We got a lot to get to. We got headlines. We reduced the headlines to 3, which I'm proud of. I think that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah.
We got hot takes for the NFL. Dude, I don't know if you've seen our Twitter account, but I have been firing off what you can imagine ever since that playoff predictor came out. There's not probably
God.
a post that's gone by that I have not said something about.
I was a little shocked at Alabama is where they are.
BS, man.
I was a little shocked by that.
I had it in the headlines, but we're going to save it for the end of the show because that's normally when we do it. That's when we do it. We're going to talk about the college football playoff later in the show. So if you listen to the podcast, you want to skip all the shenanigans, please don't.
We're gonna do what ESPN does to you. They're gonna give you 45 minutes of BS, and then they're gonna talk about it in the last 15 minutes of the show. That's what we're about to do.
Yes, pretty much. So, but yes, all right. So we got that. We got Thursday night. We got Week 14. We got the belt. Dude, we're hot. We were 12-5 last week with the picks. Hotter than hot right now.
Yeah,
Hotter than Carson Beck on Snapchat.
We're
right
peaking. We're peaking at the right moment. I saw that like 10 minutes ago, and I was dying laughing.
Dude, that guy. That is he's actually on the headline. So, okay. Before we get to the headlines, this blew my mind. This is for Tex too, because I know he's a math guy. Dylon too. This blew my mind. All right. What's a little known but obvious fact that will immediately make us all feel stupid? Professor Barclay says percentages are reversible. 8% of 25 is the same as 25% of 8. And one of them is much easier to do in your head.
Yeah.
Okay. 8% of 25 is 2. And 25% of 8 is 1/4, which is 2.
Yeah.
That's insane. So I don't know why I thought that was fun, but it just
I think
blew my
there's
mind.
decimals that will prove it otherwise.
Okay. Can't wait for you to
25 times 0.08. 2. Damn it. How's that? How's that 2?
I don't 8% of 25. I did the math. I did it on my calculator. It's 2.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't understand how I feel like it should be.
I know it's blowing your mind right now.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes you feel stupid, but it is. It's 8%.
Because 25 is an odd number.
It is, but 8% of it is 2.
Is that for every number though?
I don't know. Somebody do another one. BMO. B McCormick.
Let's do.
It's been 30. It's been 30 years for the Bills. Cue the Titanic meme. It's been 84 years. That's gonna be J-Bot if the Bills make the Super Bowl.
25% of 9 is 2.25.
Okay. And then 9% of 25 is
2.25.
What the See?
Jesus.
I couldn't believe that. That was incredible. That's nuts.
We should have waited for Tex to do that.
We'll go back. We'll save it. I know where it's at. It's on that. Well, if the slideshow doesn't fail. Yeah, we'll start the show over. Okay, but it is Christmas season.
Mm.
33% of 100 equals 100% of 33. You idiot. Idiot. Okay. The second thing we're going to look at, it's Christmas season. And now we fully transitioned from Thanksgiving to Christmas. There's no debate of what Lowe's is doing, what Target's doing. Everybody's mad because Christmas is way too early. We're fully entrenched in it. So we put together a top 5 of things that you do once it is Christmas season. So here, without further ado, look at this nice little graphic. So what do you do when you're about to kick off Christmas, or the top ones that you do whenever you're in Christmas mode? Javi, number 5, you submitted this. And any comments, please, in the chat, let us know.
So I think the start of transitioning to Christmas time to kick it off is getting rid of the leftover Thanksgiving food. You know, you've eaten Thanksgiving, you've had a second helping that night, you've had another helping the next day for lunch. If you decide to do one more, I'll let it slide. But after that, it's like, all right, I've had this too much. I've had too much of this. It's time to get rid of it. Slide it over. Boom. Now it's time to kick off Christmas.
It is. You hit a wall whenever you're eating it left. Like, the meal itself is awesome if you time it right. Like, if you the meal itself on Thanksgiving, like if you snack too hard, it's just, you ruin it, you know?
Yes.
Or you drink too many beers, you ruin it. So there's honorable mention number 6, threatening kids with the elves of Santa's watch.
Yes. Doing that right now.
So get rid of leftover. Yes, but the Thanksgiving you can hit for about 2 days, and then it's like, I can't do pies anymore. I can't do mashed potatoes. I can't do stuffing. I can't do any more turkey. So, okay, you had number 4 as well. So what?
My number 4, and
you
it hit
kick
me.
Off Christmas.
It hit me today. You know, we did throw away the leftover Thanksgiving food. We have done number 1 that we'll go over. And now today, when I'm scrolling through social media, I'm seeing everybody's Spotify Wrapped list of what they've listened to this year. Now, I'm a little disappointed I didn't see that many Millie Goat Spotify Wrapped list on social
media. We did it. I didn't know.
But seeing everybody's list is like, all right, it's, you know, it's December, it's that month. Everybody's going to put in their year in review, even though nobody cares. But
I love the people who are like, I can really learn a lot about somebody by seeing their music. And I'm like, no, you can't. You have no idea. Like, did you know that I like to listen to, at one point in time, I was listening to a lot of J Beebs. What's that tell you about me? Nothing.
Well, it's like, dude, your profile picture is you in a cowboy hat and cowboy boots. I know you listen to country music. You don't have to tell me on social media that your Wrapped is Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen. I already knew that.
Yes. And I know that if you're wearing Tap Out and Affliction shirts, that you probably listen to Blink 182 still.
Yeah.
No offense. So, okay. So having to see everybody's, that's how you kick off Christmas. Gather everybody around the fire, and you look at everybody's Spotify Wrapped and listen to Christmas music. That's what they do. They have to do it before the Christmas season sets in, because it'll be dominated by Michael Bublé and Mariah Carey.
We've been listening to Alvin and the Chipmunks.
No, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Michael Bublé radio is...
Well, Michael Bublé is unbelievable, yes, but, you know, my daughter likes Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Okay.
All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. She thinks it's like the funniest song ever.
I haven't done that yet. I will do that with my kids, and I'll report back to see if that's... I trust you. Also, Ray Charles... Winter Wonderland is an absolute. We need to rank best Christmas songs next episode.
I've been taking it old school, getting some Bing Crosby.
I like Bing Crosby, Dean Martin. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nat King Cole, always, dude. Yeah.
JV's albums, Christmas albums, decent.
Dude, the Little Drummer Boy featuring Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. Hot. Yeah, we got to do it. We got to do it.
Did we just make BMO's next tailgate
yes.
playlist?
We go up there. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Dylon submitted number 3, which is spending 2.5 hours trying to track down which bulb is burnt out on a 5-year-old $15 string of lights because you don't want to have to go back to Big Lots to get more. That is tradition that never gets old, which, man, I remember doing that all the time. So there's. I haven't done that in a while though. The lights have gotten better. I think I do remember doing it when I was a
We
kid.
got some that are out, and I realized it, and I knew it was like one strand, so I finagled it to how that strand's at the very end. So it's like, look, we got a little. Told my wife we got a little section of bad lights, but I put it at the end, so next year we know to get new lights. We can just throw this one away because I'm not gonna figure out which one it is.
Oh, good call. Good call. That's a veteran move. We D McCormick says we're gonna talk football. Just BS the whole time.
I told you we
Okay.
BS for the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's okay.
I-
Festival of Lights. Got to do that. Take the
yes,
family, put them in the car, go see some lights. And number one, take it away.
you gotta. I mean, once you get the leftovers out of here, you go pick up a tree, a real tree
I'm
that you
so
have to cut
jealous.
down from the mountains and put on top of your car and drive down the mountain and put up in your house.
Jealous of that. Did you go do that?
No.
No.
We just went to like the local church.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Top Christmas. That's how you get in the spirit. Okay. Headlines. Let's do it. We got 3. Okay. Yes, I put them in the right order, and I changed the. Okay. Basically, number 1 for Monday night, we were lucky enough to be born in the Jameis Winston era. That guy.
Yes.
I mean, the Broncos won 41-32. They covered the spread, which was awesome. Thanks to Jameis for throwing another pick, throwing 2 pick sixes.
2.
His post-game speech, where he says, "I just need the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes."
Yeah.
Like, where does I know he like gets up and like thinks he's giving a real good speech, and it is. It's awesome. But his players, like his teammates, have to be looking at him like, "Dude, this guy, I don't
Well, I
know
said
what to do with this."
he delivers the play the same way that he delivers his speeches.
He's thrown the most interceptions in the last 10 seasons. He set the Judy. Here's a fun fact for you. Hold on. Jameis Winston can break the Browns' single game passing record and throw 2 pick sixes. And then
Well,
the second one was go ahead.
well, he threw for 497. They said what was his total with the pick sixes? He would have thrown for over 600
Here it
yards.
is. It's right here.
Oh, is it?
668. Yep.
That's smaller than the
It's,
McCaffrey
it
thing.
is. I keep putting all these small little dude. So yeah, that was another point is like he sets the single game passing record for Cleveland. And I mean, I don't know. That was just incredible. Good for Jameis.
I
He always
just
is entertaining.
like. I'm not gonna sit here and defend Jameis like he's an excellent quarterback, but he's able to keep plays alive. He does throw the interceptions a lot, but he had 30 pass attempts in the first half. Like, does this team forget they have Nick Chubb? And
Yeah.
Nick Chubb could potentially open the field wide open for Jameis if they just did a little play action. I
I
mean,
don't know if he's probably changing at the line of
yeah,
he's got to be
maybe.
changing at the line of scrimmage. I bet you he's hot routing it like Vince Vaughn and Wedding Crashers all game long. So,
But yes, I'm with you. The fact that we're old enough now to like know what's going on and can appreciate it.
yeah, this is hilarious. Like, I don't mean to like. It's not like you sound like you're making fun of him when you're laughing, but you're just like you said. Like he's good enough to like keep you in games and make your team interesting. But at the same time, it's like he's going to do something stupid to lose the game, but at least you're going to be in the game. Like
Well,
with
and
Deshaun, they didn't do anything.
it made Monday night interesting. I mean,
Oh yeah,
why else would I watch Browns and Broncos?
it was supposed to be Bo Nix's like, oh, here's Bo in prime time, but it was it was Jameis throwing for 500 yards and 2 pick sixes,
Yeah,
and then pray and then telling him the Lord has to deliver him from pick sixes after the game. Like you're not.
but
Did you see the graphic?
no.
Oh my god! When they did the comparison of quarterbacks, like the graphics, Bo Nix is like, and Jameis Winston's like eating W's, like dancing on the. It's incredible. You look it up, dude. It's unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
So, gosh, dude. Hilarious. Anyway, so it was a
Oh.
Judy revenge game. Jerry Judy had like
I
300
gotta step
yards
away for a
receivers.
second. I'll be right back.
Okay, I got you. And then the other thing, yes, dude, 2 pick sixes, 552 passing yards. Remember, dude, he is literally just must-see TV. Must-see TV. Oh, B. McCormick, I didn't even see your stuff there. So B. McCormick, as J-Bot steps away, Oregon money line, Arizona State money line, SMU money line, Georgia money line, Patriots picks here specifically, and just too good. Let's go. So I like Oregon. I like Arizona State. Love Arizona State. SMU, I'm just worried. I feel like SMU is going to throw it so we can boot Alabama out of there. Georgia, I don't know. B. McCormick, I don't know. Hey, Blue's here. What's up, Blue? So we had the Monday night game. That was a lot of fun. I will say this: Sean Payton's glasses continue to get smaller. He's wearing the ones that sit on the end of his nose like Geppetto, like he's about to craft some sort of Disney wooden what are those called, puppet character like Pinocchio. So Sean Payton's got that going for him. Bo Nix was 18 to 25 for 294 and 2 INTs and a touchdown. Looks okay. Made a really nice throw on that 90-some yard touchdown, whatever it was. And then Denver uniforms, that was the UTSA Roadrunners, and you can't convince me otherwise. Okay. So that was a lot of fun watching Jameis do his thing, and we're just happy that we can be watching football with Jameis Winston playing quarterback. He's got to be a starter somewhere next year, right?
Are you still talking about Jameis Winston?
Sorry, yeah.
No. I think his days of being a starter are done.
To the Jets. That would be just phenomenal.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Jets.
I don't know what the Jets are going to do. But no, I don't think he's going to be a starter anymore. I think he's perfect in the role that he's at. He's a locker room guy. He's a locker room guy.
Okay.
He is what Fitz became.
Yes.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. That's a good way. That's a good point. I think Will Levis is on his way there.
But already. But I will say this about this game since you haven't moved on yet. Well, I'll ask this question. Has anybody had a better revenge game than what Jerry Jeudy did?
I think that's number one in the power rankings.
It has to be, right?
I'm trying to think of somebody else that may have had a better revenge game. Kadarius Toney was out there. Did you see that?
Yes, I did see that.
And then he dropped his first pass, and they didn't put him back. Dude, I feel so bad for that guy.
I mean, talk about kickers having the yips. That guy's had the yips for like 2 years.
Who's have it worse, Justin Tucker or Kadarius Toney?
I would say Toney just because he's had it for longer.
That's true. That's a good one. Brett Favre versus the Packers. That's a good revenge game.
Yeah.
Good revenge game. Good call, Bima. Should quarterbacks, so speaking of the Azeez Al-Shaair dilemma, because Trevor Lawrence just went to IR. Everybody's got an opinion. Should quarterbacks slide better or defensive players avoid better? Tom Brady said that they should start finding offensive players. It looked a little more intentional than he wants to lead on. I don't care about all the other stuff. But the whole thing about everybody's watching Mahomes fake slide, fake run out of bounds. And people are going to get – Caleb Williams got punished last week. Trevor Lawrence got punished this week. They're sick of these quarterbacks fake sliding. They don't know anymore. And Pat Mahomes is the poster boy for I'm going to fake going out of bounds.
J.A. did it last year against Pittsburgh in the playoffs when he ran that 65-yard touchdown.
You're right.
But I think this is like a debate that you could argue the rest of your life, and there's never going to be a clear winner. Like,
yeah.
Both sides are right, both sides are wrong. Like, you shouldn't hit. I mean, but the defense is at a disadvantage. I mean,
100%. I mean, they're designed and their job is to get you on the ground. whatever they have to do. So when you're running at them and they don't know if you're going to slide or not or go out of bounds and they hit you, it's just you don't know what you're going to do. So,
well, and there's right ways to slide and wrong ways to slide.
dude,
It's
he's Trevor Lawrence too. He's like 6'8", so he started sliding, and I don't know. He looks like that thing from the Never-Ending Story.
well, and it's like when he slid, it was like he was sitting straight up at like 90 degrees. He wasn't getting down. All he did was lower his head to where the person was tackling anyway.
Yeah.
Instead of I can't sit here and name a great slider. Probably Russell Wilson. I would assume he's a good, or Kyler
Baker
Murray.
Mayfield, dude. Baker Mayfield is the
Baker.
best slider in the NFL, period.
But, they kind of lean back too, so they're not right in that line of fire.
Baker Mayfield
Or turn a little bit. Jay does a lot of that. He turns, like he rolls when he slides, the few times that he actually slides.
You've got to get Baker to do a tutorial. That would be such a Baker video.
Yes.
Be like, hey, it's like Patches O'Houlihan from Dodgeball. Listen up, crotch stains. I'm going to teach. That would be hilarious. Baker Mayfield.
Maybe I'll pitch that.
Ooh, yeah. That was a late slide by Lawrence. Intentionally malicious hit, though. Yes. They both were.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
he was trying to get every yard he could.
Both are right.
Al-Shaair, yeah.
Well, I think, too, like, you got to pick one way or the other for officiating, but, like, quarterbacks are pushing that boundary now because the play stops where you start to slide. So a lot of them start to slide and, they go 3 more yards before ever even getting touched.
Yeah.
But it's, the ball gets marked 3 yards back. So as they are pushing to get that extra yardage, but, again, you got to choose one way or the other if you're official. So that's what they chose.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's football. It's football. You're going to get hit. Football. The last thing quickly. Carson Beck is not a football guy, period. Did you see the video of him?
Yeah.
He said he doesn't like watching football. It makes him nervous.
It's a weird take.
You're a quarterback, dude. If you and I are teammates, right? We were teammates in college. If you said I don't watch football, I'd just look at you like, what?
We can't be friends.
Like, it's over, dude. Like, I don't know. What are we going to do on Sundays at Beef O'Brady's? We're not going to watch football?
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't like watching football? What are you, an idiot?
We actually missed out, thinking back now, Beef O'Brady's. We missed out on, like, 3 extra hours of fun there because we didn't watch soccer.
Mm.
If we would have watched,
can you imagine if we could bet?
Oh my God.
We could go there and bet soccer at like 9 a.m. and then just roll that right into football. That'd be phenomenal.
That'd be awesome.
Great. But anyways, that's a weird, like, how can you be the quarterback of an SEC team, like nationally known, and then come out and be like, I don't watch football? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like,
how do you have credibility in the locker room?
I think that is just kind of like one of those answers of like trying to go viral or something.
Maybe he is a tryhard. He's got the tattoos and the.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe that. I would venture to say that people that hang out with him are like, he watches football.
Yeah, but he probably is just like trying too hard to not watch football so that people are like, oh no.
Now, if he said, I don't really watch that much football because I'm watching tape on the opponent or I'm watching tape of myself trying to get better, I'd be like, okay. Like he's just missing like one sentence or one little explanation of like, that's a great answer. I understand why you don't watch football because you're trying to get better and watch yourself.
He said something about tape. It makes him nervous, or he's watching football. He's always I watch it the same way, dude.
He has too many questions.
He's too smart to watch football. Is basically what he said.
Yeah, and he's watching his girlfriend on TikTok or whatever she does,
complaining about people talking about her. It's like, well, that's the whole point of what you're doing, correct? Okay, Miss CO stats here. All right. I think let's go on to the football of this for B. McCormick. Let's do it. Hit the yay.
Football. Yay.
Okay, here we go. We got a Thursday night game. Pretty good one here. I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I was like last Thursday who played, and then it was Thanksgiving, so I can't believe it's already been a week. That's crazy.
Both these teams played last Thursday.
Yes, they did. Okay, that's nice. So they did get a full week off. So there you go. That worked out well. Okay. Green Bay at Detroit, NFC North showdown. All eyeballs on the TV. Green Bay favored by 3.5. Or no, Green Bay 3.5 underdogs. Whenever I wrote this, it was a couple days ago. Plus 142 on the money line. Over under 51. Green Bay is 9-3. Detroit is 11-1. Both of these teams lost to the 49ers last year in the playoffs in hilarious fashion. I don't know how that got in there. That's crazy. Hopefully you're still watching Fun Football Podcast, Isaac. Fourth meeting all time where both teams were 500 or better. That is insane. Did you hear that stat?
Yeah.
Fourth
time.
meeting all time. They've
crazy.
both been over 500 in their 80-year history.
100 probably.
That's stupid. How bad do these teams stink?
Wow. How long and how bad has one team stunk?
That's true.
I mean, Green Bay's been historically decent.
Oh my gosh, man. Okay. Detroit. These two offenses are like top 10 and everything. I don't even need to go through all of it. Detroit's first in points per game. Everything else they do really well on offense. All top 5. All of it. Green Bay, really good at running the ball. They're 5th, and they're top 10 in pretty much everything except for total yards. Well, no, they are top 10 everything on offense. Defensively, passing yards against is where Detroit stinks. They're 25th, obviously. You can't run the ball on them. They're top 5. They're second in points against. So you can throw the football. Jordan Love, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Defense for
is he
Green
for
Bay.
real game?
Hey, I got something for you on the hot takes.
Okay.
Defense, 9th in points against. Total yard. This is Green Bay's defense, 9th in points against. Total yards against 12th. Points passing yards again, 17th. Rush yards again, another top 10 defense. Sacks 12th. So really, both teams on defense pass happy, and both these teams can throw the football. So, your initial thoughts on this?
I think it's going to be an NFC North game. I don't think it'll be a shootout like everybody thinks.
Wait, whoa. You mean AFC North or NFC North?
Both. That's how it works, right?
Hard knocks, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I don't know. Late in the season, the Lions their offense has slowed down a little bit. Whether you want to say it's because they get off to a quick start and the other team's playing catch up and get some cheap points at the end and makes it look closer than it was or what. But they're not putting up 50 anymore. They're putting up 24, 21, 23. The Packers are. It's like what Packers are going to show up this game? And
I don't know. I still don't believe in the Packers. I don't know if you believe in
they start to get hot at the end of the year, and it's starting to become it's 5 weeks left. Are they peaking like they did last year at this point? If they are,
I don't know. I don't know.
I
Do you
don't
trust? It's Jordan Love, dude. It's Jordan Love. Can you? They look good. Like their past few games, they've looked good. But there you go.
I think with Jordan Love though, he's a guy that needs to see it more than once. He's not going to go out there and play the Bills and perform over the top because he doesn't see the Bills defense all the time. I'm just using that as an example. It could have been the Cowboys, whatever. But he sees he's seen this defense 3 times now. So, he kind of has an understanding of what they run, what their tendencies are.
I don't know, man. He he has a few throws in each game where he turns the ball over. It's whether they capitalize on it or not. The defense. He does it every day, every game. He's
That's the
He's
Green
always
Bay mentality, though.
2 to 3
Favre did
times a
that.
game.
Favre did that. Rodgers did that.
Okay, that's all right. Good point.
It's the system, dude.
B. McCormick says, make it real juicy just for this chat. 4 anytime touchdowns for Thursday night. Oh, can we? Gibbs anytime, Jacobs anytime, Williams anytime, Dobbs anytime. I think we have to put that.
He's saying 3 Packer touchdowns. Oh, no, 2 and 2. 2 and 2.
2 and 2. He's thinking this is going to be an absolute shootout is what he's saying.
I don't think so.
We need to write this down. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it.
All right.
Tex will do it. Tex will do it.
Tex probably already done. Tex does like one of every.
I can't believe he's sitting outside right now. It's 20 degrees.
Yeah, it's freezing.
Why are you sitting outside?
Because my basement's full of Christmas stuff.
That's should have put it on the list. Oh, Tex. Hold on here.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what he's not doing. He's not He's not at the Texas game, NC State.
Ooh, coward!
Thought he was a Texas guy.
That's a rivalry game between you.
I got it on though.
I
got it on.
You and your wife.
Family divided.
BMO's going on the B. McCormick ATT text. Would you bet this? Look at the screen. Real juicy. B. McCormick has a four-player anytime touchdown. Gibbs, Jacobs, Williams, Dobbs.
Dubes?
Yep. Also, Tex, read this, and then...
I don't know. A lot of touchdowns.
Read this, Tex. Let's blow your mind. What's a little known but obvious fact that will immediately make you feel stupid? Percentages are reversible. 8% of 25 is the same as 25% of 8, and one of them is much easier to do in your head. Did you know that?
I guess if I thought about it long enough, maybe.
Percentages
are reversible.
We tested it too.
J-Vi even did one real time. So, okay. All right, you're just in time. Hot Take Thursdays.
Hot takes. Hot takes and hot
cakes.
We need
a new video?
Wait, do we need the video?
No, do we need a new video? Hot Take Thursdays.
Oh, we could. You want me to make one?
Ladies.
Okay, here we go. Packers, Lions, AFC North, NFC North. Damn it. Here we go. Hot takes. Let's get them. Sizzling.
Let me go first. I'll go
J-Vi,
first.
Go ahead.
Can the Lions be considered a real contender if they never play a home snow game? And I say that with all due respect.
I love that.
Because the Niners are not the Niners. The Lions, I always say the Lions are my second team because I always play them in fantasy. I want them to do well.
That.
But they claim all this grittiness. They're gritty. They're blue collar. They're hard working. But they play in the dome. They play in a dome. They don't even play outside like men in the snow.
They're fans though. Tailgating that.
I'm on that. I'm on that take. I love that.
Blue agrees. He says you got to play in your natural environment. I mean,
yeah.
They play 14 dome games this year.
Hey,
remember that?
They're the house cats, not the jungle cats.
That's right. Are they going to be, if they have to play outside, are they going to be able to handle it?
I don't know, dude. They're house cats now. Hey,
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm
Until
saying.
proven otherwise, house cats.
Look what happened when they went to San Fran last year in the elements.
Hey,
well, they also did beat Green Bay in the elements earlier this year. But Minnesota, the same thing, dude. It's like, oh, they got to go on the road to Minnesota. Nope. They play in a dome too.
Yeah.
Candy butt division up there. The Bears and the Packers are the only ones still with any. Well, they're the worst in the division, but maybe they're on to something.
Okay. Just saying.
Tex.
If the Packers win, will it be because they stole the info off the board from that Gibbs tip talk? Will it be respected? It'll count, but will it be respected?
Good question. Should asterisk. We just put it in a column with an asterisk.
Mm-hmm.
Asterisk win.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Mine is, this is the firmly in the MVP discussion or the watch out for this guy MVP game for Love and Goff. Because if Jordan Love wins this game on the road, go ahead and I hope our clip machine picks this out. I need to ask a question. Will Jordan Love be in the MVP conversation if he wins this game? Okay.
No.
I'm telling you right now, if he goes on the road and beats the Lions, watch Monday. We're ahead of everything on this show. Watch Monday morning or Friday morning. I will screenshot. If anybody's listening and watching out there and you see on one of these First Take or whatever's, they do a is Jordan Love in the MVP talk. I need to see it. Or they'll say Jared Goff is firmly in the MVP discussion if they win. So either way, we're gonna get some MVP. We're gonna get some MVP stuff. Either way. So that's all I'm saying.
It's not happening.
I'm going to show you why it's going to happen.
Okay.
I've already got that too.
Take me on a ride.
And then Dylon says, this was hilarious. This made me laugh very hard. This is a character contradiction that hurts the soul of football integrity game because I have to pull for the Packers to win.
Quotation marks in character.
Yes, in quote. Okay. What? I told you. See, BMO says he wouldn't call it hot. He thinks that makes sense. Here we are. We're in MVP game mode.
AK's is giving regular takes. Me and J are giving hot takes.
Yep.
No, right. I'm giving ahead of these shows. I'm trying to make it where somebody says something.
You're just giving takes.
I'm trying to get us ahead of the game.
You're giving takes. Your takes.
Okay.
Regular takes. Future takes. Not hot takes.
He wants the Packies. I don't know if this line's still at 3.5.
I don't know if you can say that.
Packy for the Packies. Oh my gosh. Oh, here you go. Same game parlay. Both teams score over 43.5. Okay. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute.
No.
Oh, wait a minute.
87 points.
This isn't
88 points.
This isn't the Big 12 circa 2015. Get out of here. Okay. Who wins the game? J-Vine.
I think the Lions win the game.
Okay. Tex. Who wins the game?
I'm with J-Vine. Lions. Defense is too good.
I think this is where the Packers.
Just imagine how much better they would be with Hutchinson.
Oh my gosh, you're not even kidding. They've lost a lot of people on defense, though.
Yeah.
But I think Packers get exposed here because they want to run the football and be bullies, and Detroit's not going to let that happen. I think it's blowout Lions.
Since when though? When did the Packers want to get down and dirty? They're a finesse team.
I agree. The coach is he's too manicured.
He doesn't even wear a hat.
This is two opposite ends of the spectrum of what their head coach is. That's true. He doesn't wear a hat. That's weird. It's very weird. What other coach doesn't wear a hat? Pete Carroll didn't, but when he wore a hat, he looked like a complete idiot. He didn't know how to wear a hat.
He had no idea how to wear a hat.
That was the worst hat swag I've ever seen in my life. So
it's like he got his grandkid's hat and like put it on his head. It never fit right.
Oh, Lions due for regression this week. Remember last year?
I somewhat agree with that. I mean, I think the Lions have tried to give the last two away. I feel like the other team couldn't do it.
That's true. That's true. Them and the Chiefs have been towing the line. I remember. Remember berries. Good call, BMO and McDaniel there. That's a good call. But yeah, they're from the same tree. All right, let's move on. Wait, hold on. No. Hold on. Let me pull this down because I had this out of order.
What?
Oh! Tex. Look. They're already starting the Lions and Bills in the size MVP.
But did I not tell you that?
They can't help him. They can't help him.
That's my take. That's my take.
Did you say it a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah. I mean, I've been telling y'all for months that Josh Allen's going to win the MVP. But then a couple weeks ago, I said, why is somebody talking about Goff as the MVP?
There's that. This is the Lamar Purdy game from last year. There's no way.
People are also saying it's a Super Bowl preview, which I don't like that take. I don't like.
Oh, dude. See, he's getting nervous, Tex. He doesn't believe.
Yep.
We need a prime. We need Deion Sanders prime. Do you believe now? Do you believe me now? Whatever he says. So, but they're already starting this, dude. That's why I was trying to get ahead last with my take. Jordan Love wins this game. They're going to say
But they're already past this week. They're already past this week if they're already looking at next week.
And we got to look further ahead.
Yeah.
What's in it, Tex? What's another game? What's the 5 and 7 rankings, Tex? Did you do those?
I did not get those done.
Okay. All right. We'll save those for later. Okay. What are we doing here? All right. That was Thursday. That's it. What else do we have left? We got to do we're just going to flash the schedule, and then we got our hot takes, and then we got the picks. Then we got the
questions.
Picks. Huh?
Our questions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here we go. NFL Week 14.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'll do the 5 and 7 rankings right now.
Okay, go ahead. Text. Breaking news.
Cowboys, Dolphins, Niners.
Ooh.
Oh, you're putting us last.
Yeah.
Wow. There's only 3 teams that are 5 and 7.
You get the Florida State rules. Too many injuries.
Yeah, quarterback's out.
Quarterback's out. Running backs out. Sorry.
Top 2 running backs are out.
Yeah. I can't wait for whenever we come back, win the division, get in the playoffs, and everybody starts peeing down their legs whenever they have to play the 49ers. Help's coming, dude.
Anybody's doing that.
Ufunga's coming. Greenlaw's coming. Telling you right now.
Yeah, I'd probably have to play the Vikings.
Drake is in a bye. Ratings will be down this okay. This is everybody knows what the schedule is. Here you go. Didn't you say 6 teams on a bye? So,
yeah.
Okay. 6 teams on a bye. Clearly the 4 o'clock slate better than the 1 o'clock slate. And they can't move the Monday night game between the Bengals and the Cowboys because they did all the Simpsons stuff. So whatever. But anyways,
that game's so bad they're doing it animated.
Yes. So here we go. Hot takes for week 14. Questions, I mean. J-Vi, lead us off.
My first question of the week, and he's on a bye, so he can't defend himself. But I noticed something, and it came to my head. Who is the worst 2-time MVP? Lamar Jackson or Aaron Judge? Because both of them do great during the regular season, put up a bunch of stats. But when it comes to playoff time, they go absolutely MIA. Lamar Jackson has as many MVPs as he does playoff wins.
Wait a minute.
I don't disagree with that. I like that. I'm with you on that.
We should spell Lamar. We should spell Lamar's name MIAR Jackson when it's playoff time. That's how I'm going to spell his name every time we tweet something about Lamar Jackson in the playoff. If they even make the playoffs, dude.
Yeah.
Make 5.
They'll make the playoffs. They'll probably be 7 seed though, which means they'll play Buffalo round 1 if we don't get the 1 seed. But if we do, then they play Kansas City.
That would be... You'd be so nervous. Coming off an MVP, former MVP. Oh my gosh, the headlines already.
That'd be an MVP game.
It would be an MVP. Okay. Tex, mine and yours go together. So you read yours, and then I'll read mine. Go. Week 14.
With a loss to the Bears, will the rock bottom for the 49ers, or can they go even lower?
Yeah. See, this is what goes right with mine. I said, this is my personal Hurt Locker Bizarro World game /weekend. Because I cannot. Caleb Williams, I have been just burning him all season about how I don't think he's generational. I think he's the worst quarterback in the division, which he is, no offense. But if the 49ers lose to the Bears with Caleb Williams at the helm, that would be literally like, I don't even know what that would be. It'd be like I'd be like a turducken, but on the inside. I'd be the stuffing in a turducken just melting in an oven on Thanksgiving. It would be so bad if the Niners lost to Caleb Williams and the Bears, especially after they just fired their. See, and I'm worried because new coach.
You're worried about the new coach bump?
New coach bump. That's
New
even
coach
worse.
bump.
And the 49ers stink against mobile quarterbacks, but I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
49ers. They have to win this
Williams
game.
mobile?
He extends plays.
He thinks he is.
He extends plays. I like Texas Tech.
Dude, B. McCormick and Blue, you guys are fantastic. It's the best sports show on the internet. These guys.
I'll be honest. I was looking at all those comments, and I didn't even realize it was two different people. I thought B. McCormick was talking.
No, it was B. McCormick and Blue.
I just saw the B. I was like, oh, B. McCormick's going crazy in the chat talking to himself.
Gosh, if they lose to Caleb Williams, that might be worse than if they lose to the Vikings.
Here's the question. No. All those people that bookmarked your one tweet about Caleb Williams being the fourth best quarterback in the NFC North.
Facts.
They should, if they have any intelligence at all, they know that the person that runs that account's a Niners fan. So if Caleb Williams beats the Niners, do they hop back in that comment section and eyeball you back after you've been eyeballing them?
Niners lost to the fourth worst quarterback in the division. I may have to quote tweet it myself to get ahead of it. I'm completely impartial on that account. What are you talking about? Okay. You're all right, J-Vi, your second one.
My second one, and this came to my head after seeing a commercial on TV this past weekend. And it got me thinking, is Tom Brady turning into O.J. Simpson? And I asked that because both of them fantastic football players, the greatest of their generation. From the football field, they go to the announce booth. They're announcing games, or they're doing sideline at the games. They're announcing games. And the third thing, and this is what really tied them together, got me thinking. Tom Brady's doing Hertz rental car commercials now. That's what like OJ got big with, was Hertz Enterprise or Hertz rental car commercials. So if Tom Brady starts doing movies like OJ, I hate to say it, but he better wear small gloves. So if the glove doesn't fit, he must have quit.
Has Tom Brady done a cold game yet? I feel like he's like, I can't. Tom Brady's probably like, I can't do cold games because my face is like mortar. Whenever they're putting stone on the side of houses, his face would just crack because of all the Botox and work he's had done and face sculpting. So,
do you see him and Eli tweeting each other?
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious! I love that
with the fish.
That's great. Yes, it's a nice minnow you got there, Tom. And he goes, "What'd you catch that one with your helmet too?" It's a big tuna. Okay. My second, this is the worst 1 p.m. slate of the year. This is atrocious. Like, look at this. Saints, Giants, Dolphins, Jets, Titans, Jags, Bucks, Raiders, Eagles. Like, this is awful. The only good game is the Falcons and the
Steelers,
Vikings.
Browns.
Yeah, I mean, that's Jameis. That's Jameis.
Has potential to be a shootout.
The 4 o'clock window is so much better.
I think the Panthers are going to cover the spread.
No.
See, Tex, I debated that hard today. I'm like, this week's the week I'm going to do it. The Panthers have been playing well.
They might. They're going to cover the spread.
But the Eagles are playing well right now, too. Creighton just beat Kansas.
He just says revenge game. Oh, is that what you were watching? I'm watching hockey.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
Quad
watching
box, huh?
Stars
There
game.
you go. That's right, Blue. That's right.
Hang on. Let me look at the spread here. Let me just refresh
I
my
think it's
memory.
12.
While you're doing that,
Refresh my memory.
I'm going to say Dylon's hot take for Week 14. Will Kirk Cousins capitalize on knowing Brian Flores' defense playing against guys that he practiced against for years? Hot take. Will Kirk cry in his press conference after the game talking about how he wished he would have stayed with Minnesota? I read that as he does not believe Sam Darnold. Because it sounds like Dylon still wants him back.
That's exactly what I read too. He wants Kirk back.
He wants him back.
Who's lost his last 3. He threw 4 interceptions last game. He wants Kirk back with the Vikings. That's how I read it too.
It's exactly. He said, well, if he wished he would have stayed, that means that Dylon wishes he would have stayed, without question. Without question. And then Butch, on the same token, said, "Will the Vikings show a?" Are we gonna get a tribute video? That's really what Butch is saying. We get a tribute video in Minnesota.
What do you think?
Have to get it.
That's kind of a hockey thing. That's like a hockey deal.
No, if they want to win social media football, then they have to do it. They've got to do it. They have to do it.
Wasn't he only there like 2 years?
They should do it.
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2 years.
How long was he in Minnesota?
Okay. That's all the questions we have for week. That's what we're looking for in week 14. Look, that's all these games. Also, some bad games, dude. They robbed us of Baker Mayfield versus Gardner Minshew. That was going to be one of the most anticipated quarterback matches of the year. So, Bills on upset alert? You nervous?
No.
Matt Stafford. You're a big Matt Stafford guy.
There's nothing to be nervous about now. We're in the playoffs.
Can't wait to hear and see all the graphics about combining those two as elite quarterbacks. That's going to be a lot of fun.
We're in the playoffs, so there's nothing to be nervous about now.
Okay.
He's in Minnesota for 5 years.
Wow.
And the spread's 12.5 for the Panthers.
I guess he tore his rookie is elite in domes. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay. All right. Let's do the electric. The electric. It's time for the DFS picks and bargain bins. That might be my favorite one we do. So stupid. Just an absolute face melting guitar and 3 goats sitting around a poker table. Game of Corn says, "Give me the Bills 7. -7. I don't know about that. Okay. This is the Goat Rack Bargain Bin NFL DFS bets, not advice. Week 14, Week 15 college football. Choose anything you want. Betting cards. We have looked at the tapes. We have looked at the cards. We've looked at the board, and this is what we have decided on as what we want to pull and put on the cards. We were 12-5 last week. That was pretty good. Pretty good for Thanksgiving Day. J-Vi, you tell us where you start, where you finish.
I am starting out on Thursday. I'm going Green Bay Lions. I'm taking the under, and I'm moving it a little bit to 54. But I'm taking the under because the last 2 times they played each other, they've been total in the 40s. They're starting to tighten up on each other. They know who each other are. They know what they do. They know their tendencies. Both coaches have been there for 2 years, at least 2 years. So it's going to be a lot closer of a game and not a shootout. Moving on to college football championship weekend. Also, 2 teams that last time they played, they had like 30 total points. I think they have each other figured out. Last 2 times they played, it's been like 30 total points.
Texas.
Western Kentucky and JSU, Jacksonville State, under 57.5. I'm going Boise -3 versus UNLV because it's in Boise. UNLV Dome team. players don't even know where Boise, Idaho is. I'm going Boise -3. I'm going UGA versus Texas over 47 shootout because Georgia doesn't know what to do if they're not in a shootout. All their games are shootouts, and everybody talks about how great their defense is, but all their games are shootouts. And some of that is because Carson Beck throws
Doesn't watch
interceptions. The
football,
other team has
idiot.
short fields, and they're able to score. But I figured since I did an under, an over, a spread, I might as well do a money line. Clemson just poops the bed in big games right now for whatever reason. They keep them close, but at the end, they can't. They do something stupid and can't get the job done. So I'm going SMU money line.
We're going to argue about this later. We just
That?
can't wait to get to college football. Just the college football playoff.
NFL. I'm going Atlanta +6.5 at Minnesota. I don't think Kirk has what it takes to win, but I don't think he loses by more than a touchdown.
Those are the two games. Those are the quarterbacks that play the most close games of all time.
Yep. And then Kansas City hasn't covered all year long, so I'm hopping on the train.
Idiots.
Chargers +5.
Let's go. Harbaugh. Did you see what Harbaugh did? He gave all of his guys lunch pails with just random words that he likes on them. One of them was stalwart.
Nice.
It's just a lunch pail that has a stalwart on. There you go, J-Buys. We're going to keep up with these, okay? Tex, you just wrote a bunch of names on the screen. So tell us what you're doing here.
Yeah, these are all money lines. So
Okay.
Army, Tulane, Louisiana, Boise, Jacksonville. That's my group of 5 picks. Power 5, Texas, SMU, Oregon, Arizona State. Then I got some props for the NFL. That is Goff over 200 yards and a touchdown. Gibbs over 50 yards rushing. Jacobs over 50 yards rushing. Love 225 and a touchdown.
Ooh.
All this into a nice little parlay package.
Tex picked all transplants for Power 4 conferences.
Whoa. What do you have to say for yourself?
It's the year of the shakeup. Non-traditional teams winning in new conferences.
So almost having a playoff really makes a difference.
So what you're saying is the Pac-12 was better than what everybody thought it was.
I think so. That's 2 Pac-12 teams, isn't it?
It is. It is. I agree. Wait, why did you pick Army and Tulane? They're playing each other.
Dang it.
It just hit me.
No, they're not. Yeah, they are. They are playing
yes,
each other.
They are, dude.
I don't know, man. Hang on.
I got a fluster.
What game was I thinking?
I don't know. Okay, there's the Mountain West, the MAC. You need the MAC in there. You didn't pick the MAC game.
It was Miami of Ohio.
Okay. Scratch that, folks.
Scratch the Tulane.
Josh Allen is the MVP. I don't know. They got a game coming up.
I was switching back and forth. I was switching back and forth between screens, and I was making that slide.
Pick them both.
About to find out in that game who the best team in Ohio is.
Yes.
I know. Playing for a championship.
I know. Can't lose them both. That's a good point. Okay. There you go. All right. Here's mine. For your DFS stuff, play Jameis Winston. Just because.
Oh, and DFS Mayfield.
Yes. Love it. So, quarterback, Jameis Winston. Play him. It doesn't matter. He's going to throw for 300 or 400 yards. He might throw 2 picks, but he's still going to get like 30 to 40 points. It doesn't matter. I don't care if he's playing the Steelers. He would have torched them anyways. They did it in the snow. And then play Kyron Williams for the Rams because had CMC not blown his knee out, he was going to go absolutely bananas against the Bills in the snow. So, and then in college, Under 58.5, Western Kentucky and Jacksonville, for reasons that Jameis said. We were both on that. We had a nice little mind melt right there. Did we just become best friends? Stepbrothers moment? Yep. Arizona -2 versus Iowa State. Marshall plus 5.5 at Louisiana, because Louisiana's having their field renovated, so they won't even have a full crowd. But I'm kind of rethinking this because Marshall is in a weird place with their coach that he wants to come back to Marshall, but they're trying to hire somebody else, and he just won Sun Belt Coach of the Year, so I don't know what's going on with that.
And they play a conference championship.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird situation, but they've won like 7 or 8 in a row. They won't go away. And then over 49.5 Buffalo Rams, Bills and Rams over 49.5. I think that's going to be an absolute shootout. I just do. So there you go. And then Dylon for your DFS says play Isaac Garindo for Chicago. New lead back, the third one for the 49ers this year. Play Jacoby Myers at 5,800 versus Tampa Bay. And then he has 2 prop bets. Dylon's prop bets hotter than hot. Amon-Ra St. Brown over, or I guess to score a touchdown. Shout out B. McCormick. And then Alvin Kamara over 72.5 rushing yards. There you go. That concludes the DFS and betting segment. Any questions, boys?
No.
Okay. Again, we're 102 and 100 this year. We got to get hot to get over the hump here. Tex, stop betting NFL. So 12 and 5 last week. That's what we got to do.
Got to get back on the horse.
Hang the banners. Let's do it.
You did it! Congratulations!
Hang the banners. Who wants to go first? I am locked and loaded, ready to go.
I can go first. I have 2, really.
All right, go ahead.
My first one goes out to the Miami Hurricanes mascot.
Wait a minute, that was mine too.
Oh, was it?
Can we do it? Here you go.
All right, you go ahead.
No, go ahead, dude.
Well, you said Sebastian. I didn't know what the hell
that's the
it
name,
meant.
isn't he? Isn't he Sebastian the Ibis?
I have no idea. I thought he was a duck.
That's hilarious, dude. We were on Jacksonville State, Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
And now we're on the same. Hey, dude, go ahead.
Shoot your shot, big fella.
Let's
Shoot
go.
your shot.
Tell them what happened.
To me, it's like you almost just got to give the person a courtesy date for having the cojones to spit a little game, to throw for what the kids say, throw a little riz, and shoot your shot while in costume.
So for those who don't know, like it's right here. It says Syracuse football reporter accuses the Miami Hurricanes mascot of hitting on her during the game. It's a picture of the mascot beside her. It's incredible. Oh my gosh, dude. That's a good
How could you use the word accuses?
What's wrong with that?
They should be hilariously attempts to try to.
You should be like, high five, that was hilarious. I don't know what he said though, so we can't condone it fully, but that is funny. So mascot cry face too. Okay. Tex, you want to go?
I want to hear J-Bow's other one.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Your other one.
So my other one goes out to one of our longtime listeners, best friends, Edge. And I didn't know whether I should make this a hang the banner or a how dare you, but I'm gonna make it a hang the banner because last week when Edge and I were playing golf with my brother-in-law, I, for whatever reason, ran out of balls. You know, I don't know if I hit to me in the woods or if I shouldn't bring enough, whatever. I ran out of balls. So Edge said, "Don't worry, I got you." And he reaches into his bag. He pulls out a golf ball box. So I'm like, okay, like whatever. You don't have to give me a new You don't have to give me brand new balls. He was like, it's okay. And he opens the box and he had balls wrapped in tinfoil. Like sets
Wait a
of
minute.
3. He had like sets of 3 balls wrapped in tinfoil.
Like, what is it, Chipotle?
I don't know, dude, but I lost it. So to me, I'm hanging the banner because he got my ass so good.
You think he did that on purpose?
I don't know, dude. I have no idea. But he pulled out, he opened the box. It was like a row of 3 balls wrapped in tinfoil, row of 3 balls wrapped in tinfoil, and then a third row of 3 balls wrapped in tinfoil. Like he made like a tinfoil box almost.
He made like street tacos.
Yeah.
I would love to ask him about that. That's fun. He texted me today too. We're talking. Okay. Tex, you're hang. That's good. Tex, you ever hang the banner?
I'm hanging the banner for championship weekends
Mm.
in college football. I cannot wait to sit there on Friday
3 games
and
3
watch
games. I got this.
three
I got the
awesome
schedule.
games while I'm cleaning this deer.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, on Saturday, so I'll be cutting it up while I'm watching those games.
Nice.
Vacuum sealing it and everything else.
Cannot
wait.
Then you're gonna make deer jerky.
I'll make deer jerky. As long as my wife doesn't ruin it again.
Can we get the first most pro show on Mars ever? Hey, Elon Musk, get him on the horn. Yes, that's awesome. Okay, my hang the banner. I had another one too. Is to Peyton Wilson. Peyton Wilson. Simply because this dude is an absolute animal, and I'm so mad that the Steelers drafted him when the 49ers could have drafted him, and they did not. They could have used a linebacker nowadays, and they don't have it anymore. And Peyton Wilson's over here scoring touchdowns, picking off Lamar Jackson, just being an absolute freak show on the field. So hang the banner.
Is that the dude from NC State?
Yes. That's the linebacker from NC State who's an absolute animal.
He was good. Speaking of
he's a state champ wrestler.
Yes.
Speaking of standout linebackers.
Milano?
Shout out hang the banner to the kid that signed with Eastern Michigan.
Oh. Wait, you didn't want to do your other hang the banner of defensive backs? I thought that was going to be one of you.
No, that wasn't really a hang the banner. It was
you said it, not us.
I know. It was I came across the top, defensive backs.
Mm-hmm.
I think PFF grades, which, maybe it's just because they have good agents, are not to make it a race thing, but the top 4 defensive backs are all white guys. According to the grading system.
We didn't make the grading system.
Yes. Yeah.
We didn't make the grading system. Now, that puts the Madden power rankings from this summer in an absolute tailspin, because I can't remember who was it? It was somebody said that if they made it was cultural Madden is what we'll call it. We didn't say that. That was the other stuff, or some other people that were talking about it, and they were trying to figure out who was going to cover who. Well, guess what? I guess there's been some shaking up of the power rankings, I believe.
Well,
so we have to have a redraft.
Also moving to the other side of the ball, you could argue that the leading rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year, Bo Nix, Brock Bowers, Ladd McConkey.
Okay, so we have to do a redraft. I demand a redraft. Let's see where we go. Okay. That would be fun.
Some are saying.
Okay.
All in the AFC West, too. So Chiefs might be crumbling from within.
They're hitting
you think they lose in the first round? Is that what you're saying?
No, we got to have Bills Chiefs again. I need Bills Chiefs in the AFC champion. That has to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
It has to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
You don't want it to happen because you don't want to play an Arrowhead.
No, I don't think it's going to happen. I already said last week, Chiefs are like a team that's when they get the playoffs, they're not going to be able to win these tight games. They've been doing all year. They're worn out. They're tired.
He's
Used
trying
up all
to
their
talk
magic.
himself.
Said that last week.
He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it, Tex. You can tell he's saying he wants
I'm
the
not
Chiefs.
scared of the Chiefs. I think we have a very healthy rivalry.
It is. Those games are awesome. I love Chiefs Bills. So much fun to watch. Okay. We got a little college football to talk about. Let's do it. First, Sean Clark, head coach at our alma mater, whatever, fired. 5-6 this past year. First losing season since 2013. Bittersweet because it's like, yeah, we can't be having that. But also, I hate it for him because he's an App State guy. So it's sad.
Hardcore App State guy.
Yes. But he did get to live out his dream. Hate it didn't work out for him.
I love that sweatshirt.
Yes. He's got the Jim Schwartz nips going on too.
They had to pick a better picture of him. I feel like his nips are almost under his armpits.
Yeah, that was yeah. But that's not what we're here for. Thoughts. We're good though, right? That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's time to move on, and some people disagree. I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't have a fair shot. He did go through a lot. His first year was COVID, and then navigating the transfer portal, navigating NIL. This year with the hurricane, like he had his adversity, and I think he was the best person for the job going through COVID and keeping small businesses alive there. And I think he was the best person for the job going through the hurricane. I just don't necessarily. I don't know. I guess he was the best coach for the job for outside of football, but he wasn't. He's not necessarily the best coach for the job for football.
Yeah, I hate it for him because it hurts him too to fail.
Oh yeah,
that.
Absolutely.
So, any thoughts, Tex?
I mean, you guys said a lot. It was just time to. What he was doing wasn't working. So.
Nope. So, but look, we all know we don't want to turn into that. Let's be a 6-7 win team. That's terrible. Get out there. The fans are too passionate. The culture's too good.
Yep.
The brand's
next step after that's Akron.
Yep. 100%.
You want to be Akron.
Okay. Guys, here we go. This is what's in the title. The playoff committee is a joke. Can we all agree on that? This is outrageous. That everything is fine. You can argue about the seating, whatever. Everything is fine, except for why is Alabama in there? And everybody is yelling, there was, I've seen stats all day. I was looking on it on Twitter, and it's like Alabama was, 6 and whatever versus,
Well, let me answer your question with another question. Who do you think deserves it more?
Miami or South Carolina, without question.
Alabama beat South Carolina.
That's fine.
Yep.
We can play that game. Okay, Alabama or South. Who did South Carolina beat? That South Carolina beat Vanderbilt. Who beat Alabama? Let's go down the road here.
Yeah, but that's it. You're not comparing the same thing. It's a head to head that we're saying. So even then, South Carolina's out head to head against Alabama.
Okay.
I think they're looking at who most likely win between Alabama and Miami, and they're saying Bama would beat Miami.
Which I don't necessarily disagree with.
I saved a whole bunch of comments that people were making that
I don't agree with Alabama being in, but
Alabama's bowl record.
But where else do you go?
Miami. Alabama's record against bowl eligible teams 1-3. Okay. Miami smoked Florida, the only SEC team they played, I'm pretty sure. So Bama's 9 wins. They were actually 6-3 if you take out the Western Kentucky, USF, and Mercer. They were 6-3 in all others, including losing to Vandy and getting blown out by 6-6 Oklahoma. And Alabama is 3-1 against current top 25 teams. Miami is 0-1. Alabama is 6-1 against teams above 500, and Miami is 4-2. That's above 500. So if you take teams, this is hilarious because they see what they did there. If you were curious about how they fared against teams at 500 or better, meaning they were 500 or better, not above 500, Miami is 6-2 and Alabama is 6-3. So you see how they manipulated all this nonsense to fit their argument? Above 500, not at or above 500. It's the bowl wins, the top 20. Really, they were looking at the top 25, which they skewed the nonsense anyways because they kept ranking Missouri nonstop all the time, all year. It's just stupid. It's stupid. So, I mean,
the only thing I disagree with is they're saying, or a statement came out, hypothetically, if Clemson beat SMU, then SMU could drop out completely and Alabama would stay in.
That's BS.
Which, to me, yes, like that's the problem I would have because SMU's 11-1. They're playing and they're getting punished for playing in their conference championship game.
Yeah.
I mean, that was, and that's, everything always comes back to like how you do, like we talked about with the PGA Tour and LIV, and the PGA Tour is upset that LIV's doing the same thing that the PGA Tour did to PGA of Americas, way back when.
Yeah.
I worked on an SEC story way back when that it's called a play that changed college football. And it was when number 1 team in the country, Alabama, undefeated in 1992, had to all of a sudden play in what is called a conference championship game, which they didn't do in 1992. So where we're at in the season, conference championship week, Alabama had to play Florida. And the big argument was if Florida won, it would knock Alabama out of the national championship picture. So now they're saying they should get it in over an SMU who would be punished for losing. And, now they're saying, oh, it's okay now. But back when the conference championship first started, they had a problem with it.
Yeah. So I mean, they've been trying to figure out how they were going to get 4 SEC teams in here from the very beginning. And I told you weeks ago that I was like, they keep ranking Missouri for some reason. They keep ranking these guys.
Yeah, but like I'm telling you too, like the Big Ten's doing the same thing.
Yes, I agree. I 100%. Why wouldn't they rank Duke? Why wouldn't they rank Syracuse? Like they're 9-3, 10. 9-3. I mean, it's both of them. I think are 9-3 or 10. So whatever, 9-3, whatever. But it's
how much fun did it look like Kyle McCord was having out there?
Oh my gosh,
that should be my hang the banner. Hang the banner for that guy having fun playing football.
He's leading the league in passing, isn't he? Passing yards.
Yeah.
All
the pressure's off of him. All the pressure's off of him from Ohio State. I think he's wanted out of that whole thing, and now he's having fun playing football again.
Which that's exactly what Ohio State needed to beat Michigan.
Yep.
But they got Will Howard who can't throw the football.
Yep.
So I look at this and like the Big 12 has been forgotten. What we need to make sure Alabama is out, and unfortunately is like people are going to have to root against SMU. They're going to have to root against Boise State because it's like the only way Alabama gets booted out of this thing is if Boise State or SMU loses and they fall to the 11 spot because they said that they can't.
If Boise State loses, they're out.
I know what you needed. You needed Kansas not to be the little pyrotechnic girl starting house fires.
The bottle rocket. Yes, the meme.
Dude, if they're going to drop SMU out, if they lose to Clemson, Boise State's 1,000% getting dropped out. No. They're ranked 4th. SMU's ranked 3rd. But SMU played in a Power 4 conference.
Okay, let's go. Boise State's going to have the best 2 losses in the bracket with 2 ranked teams.
I'm not
number 1 and number 20.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying if they're willing to drop SMU all the way out, who's ranked
I don't
third?
think they will. I don't think they'll drop SMU all the way out.
Another
There's no
issue
way.
I have is
SMU's going to win.
Arizona State or Iowa State, if they win, having to go on the road in the first round. They won their conference.
As a conference champion, yeah.
Yeah, they won their conference. They play at home.
Like, I love this, like, college football. Debating college football is the best because everybody gets mad. And I love the people who are like, this thing's flawed. I'm like, well, what do you want to do? Well, let's go back to the old way where, we voted on. Like, no, dude, that is gone. Like, the fact that you could just put whoever you wanted in there, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This thing right here, if we do it right, I think they can do a little different with the seating about who has home games and who doesn't has home games, whatever. But I think if you allow for the auto bids to take shape and the conference championships matter, the talent will disperse, the NIL will disperse. I think it's all going to take care of itself. It's just everybody's going to be really mad these first few years because it's a buffer period. Like, you changed it, and now you got to figure out how it works. Like, nothing works right the first time. I mean, you ever implemented a plan in a business? Like, it's what you do. You implement the plan and then you revise it. You refine it.
I'll tell you what I love though.
What?
If it stayed like this, I love all 4 of those first round matchups.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Like,
I mean,
that's
Tennessee,
the thing.
Ohio State, 2 finesse teams. Same with the Arizona State, Penn State. Then you got 2 teams that are just going to hit each other in the mouth, Alabama, Notre Dame. And
Tennessee,
then it's
Ohio
like,
State would be awesome. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It would be like, I would have loved to seen Miami's offense against Notre Dame's defense. I just don't care to see Alabama in there. I think Alabama didn't do it. Everybody's like, oh, it's fatigue. It's like, no, it's not fatigue. It's because you have the patch on your chest and the logo on your helmet, you got the benefit of the doubt because, oh, you lost, you beat 3 ranked teams. Yeah, well, you also lost like 3 of the worst teams in your conference. So I don't know how that gives you any benefit over anybody else. But if they had not put Alabama in there, I'd have been like, this is perfect. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful bracket. But
and you know what they did too? On the left, the CFP rankings, they put the same teams that are already on the right side of the screen. And you know why they did that? Is because they don't want you looking at the teams that they left out and be like, oh my God, I can't believe you didn't put such and such in it. Like South Carolina. Like South Carolina's nowhere on this because they want you to forget like that they're right there creeping at 13 or 14 or whatever they are.
I read this long post about Duke and Syracuse and all this stuff about how it was like they literally suppressed Duke, suppressed Syracuse. Pretty much exactly what I've been saying about Missouri, about Duke, about Syracuse. And then BYU, like, some dude made a post about a blind resume of a 10-2 team. 84% of the 27,000 people who said if they would rank the team in the top 12, and the resume was BYU's. And the Cougars are getting shoved down to 18 for seemingly no reason. And they have a top 10 win over SMU. So they're like, what, the 3rd in the Big 12? I don't know. I just, again, arguing college football is so much fun. Here we are. We thought like, oh, if we expand it to 12, there's not going to be any arguments.
No.
Of course there was. Of course there was going to be. Like, and they want that because it's the most talked about thing on the internet. It's the playoff. So it's a joke. Like, the fact that Alabama's in there sucks. It was like, who would you rather? I'm like, Miami. Put Miami in there. 10-2.
Oh, you can't move them out. How do you move them out?
You set the precedent of like 3 losses is okay. Like, that's what they're doing here.
They're not playing. They're not getting better. They're not getting worse. It's like, how do you move them?
So I don't know. Hey, there you go, B. McCormick, not taking high tide. But yeah, might as well be KC in the Super Bowl for a 3-peat. Yeah, I mean it's unbelievable. I don't know, it's ridiculous. But whatever. I don't know anything else. What else is on here? Oh, just the schedule for the games. Conference Championship Week, boys. Here we go. Starts Friday at 7, and then they put 2 games at 8. So you got CBS, Fox, ABC. 7, 8, 8. They couldn't stagger it to 7, 8, 9. That makes no sense. I don't get that. They should have put Boise State at 9 or 10. I don't know. And then starting Saturday at noon, there you go. Big 12 MAC championship. Then you got the SEC. Then you got the Sun Belt, the SBC. Then you got Big 10. Then you got ACC. So this is a perfect time for 2 TVs. So we'll see. I don't know. I think if Boise State, like, complete chaos would be chaos scenario. Doomsday scenario would be Boise State loses, SMU loses, and Texas loses.
I think if Georgia loses, they're out.
It should be.
So if Georgia loses, they'll have 3 losses. And then you got to go. Would that knock them down to 11?
No. If Georgia loses, they lost to Alabama and Ole Miss.
So if Texas beats Georgia,
Miami gets in.
But I want one of those Alabama or Georgia out. I want them out. Get them out of here. All right, Blue. See you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. That was fun. You guys are hilarious in the chat. Hilarious. So there's a schedule. I think that's everything. Pretty sure. Anything else? Hey, you too, Blue. All right.
Good luck on all the bets.
That's right. Yeah, B. McCormick. Let's go. Here we go. Podcast will be out tomorrow if you're just tuning in, and it's everywhere you can find it. So live shows Wednesday, Sundays. I'll be back for the Thursday night recap tomorrow night probably, and then resuming Saturday for the Pick'em contest. Went 4-1, boys, by the way.
Nice.
We're back. So here's all the socials. Follow us for clips and yelling about SEC and college football on Twitter. So anything else?
Nope.
Go Cowboys.
Go Niners.
We love football.